Okay, so we're going to go through Discord and how it all works today. I'm going to assume that you've already created an account. It's fairly straightforward. If you ever created an account for anything else online, it's the same thing. You sign up with an email, you make a password, you make a username, and you get a confirmation email. You click the link, and you're all set. Now, you'll want to go to discord.com to do that. And on this page, you can also open the web version of Discord or download Discord for your OS. I'm on Windows right now, so it's giving me a Windows option. So if you hit the Open Discord or Open Discord in your browser, you'll get the browser version of Discord. I highly recommend to download a client-side version because it's faster, it's more optimized, just less taxing because if you're on a browser like Chrome, it'll eat up all your RAM. So unless you can download more of that, not a good option. So just as an example, I'm going to download it. It's going to give me a package. I'm going to open it up, click all the agreement forms and whatnot, and you're all set. I've already done that, so once we get back there, excuse the recording software, you'll be met with a home screen. So on your home screen, you will have several tabs. Your menu will be open to the Friends tab. Online will display all your friends who are online, so these are all my online friends, and you can message them using the little icon down the center. And then these are all your friends, so all friends of all time, no matter if they're online or not. You also have pending and outgoing and incoming friend requests. So these are my outgoing friend requests. These are all that I have. I don't have any incoming right now. And there's also a block list. So if you want to block anyone, this is where they'll show up if you've blocked them. And then to add a friend, there is a tab on the top bar where it's going to be a little search bar. So at the bottom of your personal tab, so it's going to have your profile picture, your username, and options for voice call when you get to that. So if you click on your username, you can copy it, you can send it to a friend, and they can paste it in here. So I'm Sunsprint number 3706, and you can send them a friend request, and then you'll be friends. Discord will automatically make a private message for you and them, and yeah. So just some quick notes on how to do Markdown and text formatting. So this is going to be the test channel where I'm going to show you how to format all your text. So you of course have normal text, so that's AIOU, whatever you want to type, right? And that's just normal text. You can also do italics by surrounding your text with a little asterisk. So italics is like that. There's also bold, which is a double star on either side, so bold. And if you really want to be special, you can do bold italics by doing 3 stars on either side. So those are the main 3 that you'll use. There's also nice options like the spoiler tag. That's 2 pipe symbols. That's the / button. So if you do 2 pipe symbols on either side, you can do spoilers, and those will show up like that, and you can click it, and it'll reveal text underneath. There's also code text, so if you do the, it's not an apostrophe, I actually don't know what it's called. It's the button, it's the character with the tilde. So it's not the tilde, but it shares a button. So if you surround text with that character, you can do code text like so. There's also options to do different types of code text. So this is code, let's say code 1, and then code 3. So code 1 and 2, or code and code 1 are just good for, in paragraph code text, and then code 3 is for more long form lists and code segments. One other thing, if you want to, say, include the double asterisks in front of your text and at the back of your text without making the formatting come into play, you can use a / to cancel out the effect, if that makes sense. So I'm going to demonstrate that here. So normally, this would show up as italics, right? But if I put a / in front, it'll show up as asterisks, italics, asterisk. So this works with any formatting. Yeah, so you can cancel that. One other option you can do is the strike through. So strike through is two tildes, and you do text in between. And that's your strike through text. And those are basically all of the options for immediate text formatting that you have. There are also options if you want to do colors. You can do colors, and you can format for specific languages for the code text, but that's a little bit advanced, and you don't really need to know that right now. Other things you need to know about the just the interface for messaging. There are options for you to use. So there's emoticons. This is shown by the emoticon button down here. So you can use. There's a frequently used bit. So these are my frequently used emojis. You can also shift through all the servers. Servers have custom emojis, so you can go through all the servers with custom emojis. And yeah, generally you will stick to either the server you're in or the given emoticons. So these are just standard, fairly standard. And the way you can either click on them and they'll automatically generate it for you to send. Or you can, if you know the name of the emoticon, you can type colon, say I want to have a pensive emoticon. Pensive, I can either press tab or I can, pensive, just hit colon again, and you'll have the pensive emoticon. You can do this with any emoticon. All the custom ones work on the servers you're on. And yeah, so that's basic crash course in emoticons. You can also add GIFs. So there's actually a GIF library that Discord offers. So you can go to a bunch of different categories to find GIFs if you'd like to find those. Stickers are a little bit different. Not really worth getting into. They're sort of a new feature, and you don't really need to use them. And yeah, so you can find GIFs on the Discord library, or you can upload your own. So say I have my own GIFs. So it's on my desktop. I can just click and drag from my desktop to here. And that'll upload my GIF. I press upload, and there's my GIF. Now you also have the option to add text beforehand. So you can go like, oh, I want to say that the bunnies are cute. You can send the text and the GIF as one message. So this is just one whole message. Then you can also mark it as spoilers. So if I pull it over again, I can mark it as a spoiler. This is a spoiler. And now people will have to click on the spoiler tag to reveal the GIF underneath. So if something's confidential, yeah, there it is. Okay, on to the little plus button here. So on the plus button, you can upload a file. So this includes GIFs, videos, images. So say I have a piece of artwork I want to show off. I can upload it. It'll upload, and it'll show up. Or a video. Say I want to upload a video. I have videos here, very cute animal video. It'll upload the video. There it goes. Now the upload limit, the standard upload limit is 500 megabytes, so keep that in mind if you want to upload art. If it's high resolution, if it's too big, it will not upload. Discord will refuse to give it to you unless you pay for the premium service. And that's really up to you whether you want to do that. So file formats, easy. Say I want to send someone a very long-winded text. So say we can generate a notepad. This is a copy pasta. And just, it's a very dense piece of text. It's very long, very repetitive, or just very long, right? You can send this. You can either send this as a text file, and it'll show up as a text file. So I'll demonstrate that with this text file. So I'll just do test, name test. Okay, so it's right there. and I can upload a txt file, and you can have options to read it. You can actually search it, which is pretty cool, and you can download it as a text file as well. Or if the text is too long and it's in your clipboard, say I've copied it and I want to paste it, then it won't let me because it's too long. There's a 2,000 character count limit, so unless you want to subscribe to the premium service, it needs to stick to less than 2,000 characters. But you can upload it as a file. It'll automatically convert it to a text file for you, and so it's the exact same as before. Easy peasy. One more thing, threading. Threading is a new feature. So if you create a thread, you can name the thread. Say I want to name this a test thread, right? And I can enter a message to start the conversation. So it's like, this is the first message, and it has automatic archive, so you can set that whatever. And you have options. So let's say I create this thread. So in this thread, automatically there will be a split screen where you can see the thread messages. Now, it will block out your sidebar, which is a little bit of a hassle, but you can send messages here. So I'll just send a test message. So this is the second message. There's the second message, all right? And you can do whatever in here as you would in a normal text channel, but it's located just in the thread. So I can actually close this out. If I close it out, my sidebar comes back, and below the channel that it's located in is the thread. So you can click on the thread and use it as just a channel. So it's a sub-channel of the channel, if that makes sense. Okay, so here's another method of just interacting in server chat and just DM chat, whatnot. In any message that is sent, you have an option to react to it with a emoji. So at the top right corner here, you can click Add Reaction, and so it'll give you a frequently used, along with all the server emojis that you can use if you have Nitro, and along with just normal emojis. So I can do the party face, and I can do multiple emojis. So I can do +1. Oh, I don't have that one here. I can do the 0 there, or the fingers pointing into each other, etc. So yeah, just have fun with this. It's just a fun feature, and yeah. I guess that brings us into servers. So you've seen that I am on a server at the moment. Currently, this is just a private server that I've made. No one else is in here. So I actually use this for a Softas project, but it's not being used now, so yeah. The way servers work is that they have two types of channels. They have text channels, so those are denoted by the hashes on the side. So you can send any sort of text, images, videos, GIFs, whatever have you in there. You can dedicate them for any number of reasons. So yeah, so if we visit, say, the All Olaners Discord server, there's the general chat, and you can send messages in here or have conversations about whatever you want related to Olin. But let's go back to my private server for now. So the other type of channels that you have are voice channels. Now these channels you just simply click. You click it and you are in a voice channel. That means you are in call. You are broadcasting your voice across Discord. Anyone else who joins the channel by clicking can also hear you. So I'm going to join. All right. And that brings us to voice and video. Very cool. So one thing you need to know about voice and video, there are settings. So there are user settings here. Most of these you don't need to worry about. The main one you need to worry about is voice and video. Voice and video is your source of problems and your source of audio. So if people can't hear you, this is probably the issue. So I have my default microphone array, which is just the inbuilt audio and the default output. Now you may need to mess with this to get your microphone and speakers working. For example, if this is on default, this doesn't work for me for some reason, so I switch to the other input. And so if you have trouble, you can do mic test, and it'll pull up this, and it'll detect whether you're speaking. If you are speaking and it is showing up, then everything's good. You can also have options. So there's voice activity, which is the default. Basically, when you speak, Discord will detect that you are speaking, and it will broadcast your voice. Now, sometimes that isn't desirable, because if you have a lot of background noise, you're at a party, you don't want to broadcast your entire cacophony of sounds to the call, because it can overwhelm people. So you can put yourself on push to talk. Push to talk is just that. You push a button, and when you are pushing the button, you are speaking. So it'll only take audio from when you are pressing the button that you assign. So you can just click this, and you hit a button again. Say I want to hit the plus sign, or the equal sign, rather. And that will now be my button. When I press, I will be on push to talk. It'll activate. So I like to put myself on voice activity. It's just the most straightforward. Yeah. And then there's input sensitivity. Automatics are generally good. Sometimes, though, you can set a threshold if something's really, really off. Sometimes Discord is weird with audio, but generally it's fairly good. So I would leave it on automatic unless someone is complaining about echoing, which can happen if your microphone is too sensitive. Now, that should be good. If you have an integrated webcam, it's all good. You can also, if you have an external webcam, you can plug it in, it'll show up here. And you can test video the same way that you test mic. I'm not looking my best right now, so we're not going to test video. So, other things to know about call. You can turn on your camera. This is simply denoted by the little camera video button here. So I turn on my video. I don't have my camera on, but you can see it loads. Once the squares have disappeared, that means your camera feed is active. So this is broadcasting my video to the call. One other thing is the screen share. So you can share screen. So it'll give you options to select for applications. So I can select Discord, stream Discord via Discord, and get like an infinite loop. Or I can stream my text notepad. Or I can just stream my whole screen. So generally this is what I go with, especially if I'm switching between programs and I want people to see what's going on. I will use this. That'll bring you to an option. So because there's only 2 people in this server, I don't have the option to have fast and good streaming, but with more people, such as on the all in Discord, a higher population will warrant higher capacity, and you can go for higher resolution and higher frame rate. So yeah, and that will, you press go live, and you are streaming. So people can tune into this just by clicking on the video. So when you're in here, normally if you're in like a text channel and you can see that someone's streaming by the live button here, and you can see that someone has a camera on by the video icon here. So if you click on the channel, you'll be brought to the focus or the grid view, depending on which one you've clicked. So you can, if there's multiple people in call, there's going to be multiple squares where you can see streams and cameras and profiles. So say I want to tune into to Sunsprint stream, then I can just click on it. I can't see that option because I am Sunsprint. You click on it and you'll tune into the stream, and you can actually pop it out. If that it'll pop out into a new window. So that's that option here. So this is the pop out. This is the call pop out. You can see what everyone's doing here. Yeah. If you close the pop out, there is a floating bar. If you're outside of the channel that you're calling through, if you're streaming or tuned into someone else's stream, so it'll broadcast whatever you're trying to stream or watch. So yeah, So I can stop streaming from here by hitting this button, or I can go in here and I can hit stop streaming from here, or I can hit stop streaming from here. I can turn off my video from here as well, or I can do it either way here. There's a stop streaming button here. So I can stop there. There's plenty of ways to do it. I'm also going to turn off my video. Audio preferences. If you don't want to speak, but you want to listen to a voice channel, you can mute yourself. So you just hit this microphone button down here, and you are muted. No one can hear you in the call. If you don't want to listen to anyone in the call but want to remain in the call, you can deafen yourself. So you won't hear anything, and you won't, and your microphone won't pick up anything for your video or for your audio. So this is deafening. That's what it looks like. So if you're having audio troubles and people can't hear you, check this first. Oftentimes you will find that you were accidentally muted or deafened, and you can save a lot of trouble by checking that first. One thing about the profile, so if you click on your profile picture, you can decide to show whether you are on various statuses. So you can have a custom status. So you can set whatever you want in here. This is just text, so you can use emoticons, or you can use just normal text, and you can set a clear time and whatever. I'm going to cancel because I don't want to change that. And you can also decide whether you want to look idle, do not disturb, or invisible. These are self-explanatory. Right now, I'm just displaying that I'm online. Okay, so I'm going to leave this call. Just split the hang up button if you want to see that again. There's a big disconnect button here, or you can hit the disconnect button here, and that'll leave the call. Yeah, all right. In any case, there's also options to, if you are in a voice channel, adjust the volume, the user volume per user of someone. So say Raquel is being really loud. I can turn her down. So I right click on their profile, either on the sidebar or when they're in here, in the channel. I will this is just a slider. So I can turn them all the way down, or I can turn them all the way up if they're really quiet. Okay. Roles. So say I'm in the all owners Discord server. I want to have myself a role. Say I'm class of 2025. I want to find myself, and I want to give myself a role. So the easiest way to do this is to send a message and right-click on your username, or you can go into the online sidebar and right-click on your username, and you can go down to roles, and you can choose from a plethora of roles available to you. So I already have it checked, but say I had it unchecked, I can give myself this role. Now this is exclusive mostly to Olin-related servers. Many servers don't let you assign your own roles, and will force you to go through Discord bots to be able to get those roles. But this is generally how it works for Olin. You can also change your nickname here. This nickname is only changed per server. So my name is Andrew Hello '24 is only my username on the all Olin's Discord server. Otherwise, my username is by default Sunsprint. So for example, if I go back to my private server here, it's Sunsprint. I haven't changed it, but I can change it. I can right-click on my my username and change my nickname, and I can say this is a temp nickname, and I can save that, and it changes my nickname. You can also friend people through servers. So say I'm not friends with this Moonracer user. I can, I'm already friends with this user. So if you aren't friends, it'll show a add friend option. If you're already friends, it shows a remove friend option along with block. And then let's see if we can find ourselves a person we're not friends with on the Poland server. So this is my SIB. We can add friend here. All right, so we added her as a friend, and we'll see whether they come around. There's also a feature called reply. So say someone said something that you want to reply to directly, you can right click on the message and you can hit reply. So this will, I'm replying to myself, but this will ping the person that you're replying to, and you can type a message and they'll see it more easily. So you can say, I am replying. So this messages me to say that I am replying. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to show you the magic of right click. You've already seen reply. So when in doubt, you want to right click for more options. So here, say that I have sent a message and I have made a typo. So typo, that's a typo, right? I can either go to the three dots for the right click menu, or I can just simply right click and I can go and edit my message. So I can go back and go like, oh, I want to fix my typo. There it is, it's fixed, it's marked as edited, and it's all good. Say I send a regretful message. I want to delete this regretful message, right? So the easiest way to do that is I can right click and I can delete message. And so that will remove the message from the server, so no one will see it. We can also copy the message link. So this will put the message link into your clipboard, so you can go to another thread. You can paste it, and if you click on this, it'll bring you back to the message that you copied from. You can also pin messages. So pinning messages will put it in the pinned list. The pinned list will be accessible in the top bar. So pinned messages is up here. So if you click this little pin, you can see that the typo message is pinned. So this is good for storing messages in DMs, in servers. This works the same in every area. So in a server like the Olin 2024 Discord chat, you can access the directory via this method in the general chat. One thing about roles is that you can mention them. So there are mentions that you can use in general. So at here will mention everyone with an at here, and an at everyone will also do this. So these are universal notification pings. So everyone will be able to use this, even if you're in like a group chat, a DM, or a server. This is available. Now, some servers have it turned off because of obvious reasons. People don't like to be spammed. But you can also mention roles. So say I have a role. I'm not sure if I have roles on this server. I do. So say I have the roles admin and Sofdev 2021 test bot. So say I want to mention the bots. So I'm going to at sign. This is the shift 2 Sofdev, and I can mention it, and the bot with this role will see this highlighted in yellow like this. So I can also do admin, and anyone with the admin role will see this ping. So for any roles in, say, the 2024 Discord chat, you can mention that to specifically filter for people that you want to ping. All right, I'm in the All Olins Discord server. I'm going to show you how to navigate the server. Say you want to search for a message with a specific file type, or sent on a certain date, or from a certain person. At the top bar of any channel that you're in, you could do a search. So if you click in the search bar up top, you can do categories. So I'm just going to search from messages from myself. So from, you can enter the username of the person. So this username will be the username down in the bottom. So I'm Sunsprint number 3706. So Sunsprint, and I have 327 results, and they're in various channels. So these are the newest ones from today that I said. So yeah, so I can also add more tags. So say I want to look for messages that I've only sent in the making channel. So I can do in making. So it'll be only stuff I've sent through the making channel. And then maybe I want to filter only ones with images. So I'll do has image. So I can do the has tag image. All right, and this will isolate all the image files. And I can sort by new or old. So this is the first one I sent versus this is the last one I sent, or relevant. These are, I don't know what the algorithm is sorted by, but you can use that as a search as well. There's also other tags. So for example, if I want to search for me again, actually, let's look at all of them. So it has mentions. So if you want to look for mentions, so mentions, it's on Sprint. So I can look for all the replies that show me all the mentions that have tagged me. Or I can search for dates. So after a specific date, on a specific date, or before a specific date. So say I want to look for all the messages that I've sent before July 31st of 2021. So I'll do from Sun Sprint before July, and it pulls up this nice calendar, 31st. So all the messages before July 31st are here. They're available to me. On the sidebar, you will see that there's a little dot here, or a little red ping icon. So that indicates that there are new messages if they're on the left sidebar here, or if it's a red little ping, that means someone has directly mentioned you or one of your roles. So for example, if I go here, I can go to pings. We have a pings channel. I have the Minecraft role, and @bikehome has mentioned Minecraft individuals. So I've been pinged. Now I can suppress this with notification settings and whatnot, but that is just what you see. If you get a DM, your little ping will show up in the bottom corner of your home icon. Categories, you can just click on categories to minimize or maximize them. So say you don't use any of the voice channels, you could just minimize that. Or you don't want to look at the classes, you could minimize that. Yeah, very easy, very simple. There's also a folder management system for your servers. So say you have a ton of Olin servers that are just scattered about and you really need to organize them, right? So one easy way to do that is to just drag a server over another server, and it'll create a folder. And now these two are in a folder, and you can minimize or maximize them. So I have a bunch of folders here because I'm in a lot of servers. And yeah, easy for organization, good for stuff. So if you want to message someone that you're not friends with but you know is on a server, and you find their user on the sidebar, you can right click them and you can send them a message. So I can hit message, and it will generate a conversation with a person, and I can send them a message. I actually don't know who this is, so I'm not going to send them a message. That would be weird. So yeah. Notifications. All right. So say you don't want to know what's coming out of this pseudo counting channel. So, no, not that. I can right click, and the right click will give me options to change notification settings. So I can mute the channel for a certain numbers of time, or forever until I turn it back on. I can use the server default, which is you can set notification settings server wide or by channel. So you can choose to get pings for all messages, only mentions, or nothing. And yeah, very easy. Some of these options you will not see because you don't. If you don't own the server or server admin privileges, you will not have these options available to you. So for example, if I go to a larger server, which I do not own, I can right click and I only have the notification settings available to me. So easy way to set server-wide notification settings. You go to the little drop-down menu down here up at the top left corner, and you can go into notification settings, and you can choose for all the messages, mentions or nothing, and you can suppress all pings, and you can suppress role pings if you choose, just by hitting these little sliders. Yeah, that's basically all you need. You can also choose to mute the server. You can also do this by right-clicking on the server icon. So you can mute the server, or you can invite people through this method. So you can invite people with the little blurple colored icon, and it'll give you a list of all your friends where you can invite them. You can also do this up here. It's the same menu. So yeah. Okay, let's go into DMs. So the DMs are distributed on your homepage. So that is the first icon you can see. The icon at the top of the screen, and this will show you all the people that you have private messages with. Okay, so I have a lot. You will start with no one because you have a brand fresh new account. And you will want to, I don't know, talk to someone. Say I want to talk to Hot Space. So I can say, hello, Hot Space. This is the Discord crash course video test message. All right, so this will notify everyone in this group chat that I just sent this message. I can also send it to someone, like, say I want to send it to Benji. So, hi Benji, this is a test message. So, this is how it works. It's the same as just a channel. Pretend as though the home is a server and each individual user and group chat is a channel. And then there's also options to call, so you can call or start a video call with anyone. So those are at the top bar here, and you can do the same controls as a normal video call channel. The way you create DMs is by adding friends to the DM. So you can say, I want to add Quiz or Adrian, all right? And I can check them off, and I can create a group DM. So group chats are limited to 10 people. After 10 people, it will not let you add another person. So if you have a group chat with 10 people, with 10 people, you will need to create a server in order to create a larger group chat. So, for example, I've created a group chat for my high school friends here. The way you do this is at the bottom of your server selection screen, there's going to be an add server icon. This add server will let you create your own server. So let's just create a new server, shall we? So create my own. So generally it's for me and my friends, or you can do it for a Clover community. It doesn't really matter which one you pick. I'm just going to choose the first one, and I'll name it your username's server. You also have the option to upload a profile picture for your server. So say I want to upload Boba Fett. He's the profile picture. So the Boba Fett server. Create. And it'll create the server for us. There we go. And it'll start us off with a general channel, general text channel, and general voice channel. So these are in two different categories. So things you need to know about creating a server. They give you categories, but you can create your own categories, your own channels, and your own voice chats. So it's all up to you. So you can create a channel by hitting create channel there. You can say I want a welcome channel, welcome. And I want it to be a text channel, so it's just going to be called welcome. I create the channel. And you can move the channels up and down, or you can move into other categories if you want, just by clicking and dragging. So long as you have the permissions to do so, it's just that simple. Same thing with voice channels. It doesn't matter which category you make it in. So I made a text channel in the text channels category. I can just make a voice channel in here. So just voice channel 2. create, and I can move this around too. All right. Roles come into play here. So if you go to your server down menu, you will see all these options. You want to go to server settings. So here you have a bunch of options for your server. So you can change the name, you can change the profile picture, you can give it an inactive channel, you can assign a specific channel. Say someone's been AFK in a general voice call for a long time, you want to move them to an AFK channel. So say I want to make an AFK channel. So I can go out of this, I can say I want a new voice channel, name it AFK, great, and then I can go back into server settings, and I can say AFK is the inactive channel. And then I can give a timeout counter, so this is just for that distance. System messages, this is like where messages like someone's entered the server will go. So you can choose welcome, like, oh, okay, when someone random message, yes, so it'll show when people join. Some notification settings for all. So when people join your server, these will be your default notification settings for them. So you can suppress all messages and just do only mentions, or yeah. Before you leave any one of these tabs, you will want to save your changes. So save changes, and then you can go into other categories. So roles. For example, this server has no roles yet. By default, you will have no roles. So you will want to create a role if you want a role. So say you want to role admin, for your trusted friends, right? You can set colors, you can say like, oh, I want admins to be blue. So admins are blue. Very easy. And then you can give all sorts of options to the admin. So every one of these little checks you can give admins. They're very self-explanatory. They will tell you exactly what they are when you read them. And yeah, cool things with roles. Say I want a admin-only channel. So I can create a text channel, and I can make it private. So admins only, right? So I click next, and I want to give it access to only someone with an admin role. So I click check by the admin role, create the channel, and now only admins can see this channel. I can see it because I own the server. That is a little bit different and a little weird. So if I give myself the admin role, I can see this channel. Anyone else who has the admin role can see this channel. This can be automated through a bot, but you don't really need to know about that at the moment. And yeah. So this is the end of the Discord crash course video. I hope it was very helpful. I'm going to try to chop up the video into segments that you can see on the running bar, and I'll post timestamps in the description. So yeah, hopefully this helps for anyone who's trying to use Discord for the first time. Hope that it isn't too intimidating, and yeah, see you guys